the flower and the piano, morning glory meditation, the finest piano of the botanical and the musical merged. Morning glory meditation, the finest urged expression of the natural in the composed. Morning glory meditation, the most disclosed. Morning glory meditation, the opening of the day. Morning glory meditation, the finest way of the gradual translated into the piano. Morning glory meditation, the finest piano. Morning glories meditate in the opening hour. Morning glories meditate the finest power of the natural and the musical as one. Morning glory meditation beneath the sun. The Evans meditation in the morning light here. Morning glory meditation, the atmosphere of the natural world inspiring the musical. Morning glory meditation, the most subliminal of the botanical and the piano merged. Morning glory meditation, the finest urged. Morning glory meditation, opening natural, the finest meditation, open like the morning glory. Morning glory meditation. Waltz for Debby tonight, the 3/4 time most pure. Waltz for Debby tonight, the finest cure for everything that straight time cannot say. Waltz for Debby tonight, the finest way of the piano dancing in the waltz 3/4. Waltz for Debby tonight, I need more. Waltz for Debby tonight, 1, 2, 3. Waltz for Debby tonight, the finest free of the meter that the piano loves the most. Waltz for Debby tonight, the finest host. of the dark as the most beautiful setting. Turn out the stars lyrical, the finest getting. Turn out the stars lyrical, the darkness sings. Turn out the stars lyrical, the finest things are heard when all the other lights are gone. Turn out the stars lyrical, carrying on. Starless nights in the lyric are the most beautiful. Starless nights in the lyric, the most beautiful. Of the darkness serving the music here. Turn out the stars lyrical, crystal clear. Evans wrote the darkness most lyrically here. Turn out the stars lyrical, the atmosphere of the beautiful and the extinguished light. Turn out the stars lyrical, the finest night of the original composition at its most complete. Turn out the stars lyrical, the finest beat. Turn out the stars lyrical, dark, beautiful, original. The finest darkness was the one Evans wrote himself. Turn out the stars lyrical. Alice in Wonderland Swing, the fantasy in the jazz. Alice in Wonderland Swing, the finest jazz of the childlike made into the sophisticated. Alice in Wonderland Swing, most elated version of the standard in the Evans hands. Alice in Wonderland Swing, the finest bands. Alice in Wonderland Swing, down the rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland Swing, the finest soul of the curious expressed in the piano. Alice in Wonderland Swing, the finest piano. Wonderland in jazz is the most curious place. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the father to the son. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the finest done. Expression of the paternal in the musical. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the most subliminal of the personal in the final album here. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the atmosphere. Letter to Evan Lyrical, played across the time. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the most sublime of the dedicated in the final form. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the finest born. Letters to sons in jazz are the most tender. Letters to sons in jazz, the finest render of the paternal love in the musical art. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the finest heart. The final album carried the letter most completely. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the most neatly of the personal dedication in the closing art. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the finest heart of the father speaking through the piano keys. Letter to Evan Lyrical, the finest breeze. Letter to Evan Lyrical, father, son, final. The finest letter was always the one played on the piano. Letter to Evan Lyrical.
One for Helen Trio, the dedication swings. One for Helen Trio, the finest strings of the personal made into the musical gift. One for Helen Trio, the finest lift of the named and the beloved in the jazz. One for Helen Trio, the finest jazz. One for Helen Trio, the three is one voice. One for Helen Trio, the finest choice of the dedicated and the swinging merge. One for Helen Trio, the finest urge. Dedications in jazz swing the hardest of all. Dedications in jazz, the finest call of the personal into the musical space. One for Helen Trio, the finest grace. was most complete. One for Helen Trio, the finest beat. One for Helen Trio, dedicated, swinging. The finest dedication was always the swinging one. Two lonely people, the most lyrical paradox. The two lonely people, the finest locks of the solitary in the plural form. The two lonely people, the finest born. Contradiction that the music understands. Two lonely people, the finest bands. The two lonely people together in the lyric. The two lonely people, the finest Eric of the paradox expressed in the piano. The two lonely people, the finest piano. Of the human condition in the musical form. The two lonely people, the finest norm. Late Evans gave the loneliness its finest voice. The two lonely people, the finest choice of the acknowledged and the beautifully expressed. The two lonely people, the finest blessed. Moment of the honest and the musical. The two lonely people, subliminal. The two lonely people, honest, lyrical together. The finest lyric was the one that told the truth about loneliness. The two lonely people. Five improvisations, the finest thrive of the spontaneous in the musical form. Five improvisations, the finest born. Moment of the instant composition here. Five improvisations, the atmosphere. Five improvisations, the first note decided. Five improvisations, the finest guided by nothing but the moment. hovered over the predetermined here. 5 improvisations, the most sincere. 5 improvisations, discovering spontaneous. The finest composition was the one that happened. 5 improvisations. A lyrical portrait, the finest painted note. Else a lyrical portrait, the finest quote of the beloved expressed through the piano. Else a lyrical portrait, the finest piano portrait of the named in the musical art. Else a lyrical portrait, the finest heart. Else a lyrical portrait, hear the melody speak. Else a lyrical portrait, the finest seek of the individual honored in the song. Else a lyrical portrait, where we belong. Lyrical portraits in jazz are the most intimate. Lyrical portraits in jazz, the most legitimate of the personal in the universal art. Else a lyrical portrait, the finest heart. A lyrical portrait, the most holistic of the personal and the musical as one. Here's a lyrical portrait, the atmosphere. Else a lyrical portrait, named, painted, musical. The finest portrait was always painted with knots. Else a lyrical portrait. Minority swing session, the Gigi Grice truth. Minority swing session, the finest proof of the composition opened up by Evans here. Minority swing session, the atmosphere of the standard given the trio treatment free. Minority swing session, the finest me. Minority swing session, the swing is in the keys. Minority swing session, the finest breeze of the trio swinging through the changes bright. Minority swing session, the finest light. the finest test.
Evan's found the swing inside the lesser known minority swing session. Minority swing session, the finest grown. Attention on the composition of the lesser play. Minority swing session, unafraid of the unfamiliar in the familiar form. Minority swing session, the finest born. Minority swing session, swinging, discovering the finest swing was found in the unexpected tune. Minority swing session. We will meet again, the finest farewell made. We will meet again, the most unafraid of the ending that the last album carries. We will meet again, where time marries the permanent and the transient as one. We will meet again beneath the sun. We will meet again in music always. We will meet again through all the always of the listening that brings the pianist back. We will meet again, the finest track. Farewells in the music are the most honest meetings. Farewells in the music, the finest greetings of the one who plays for those who come after. We will meet again, the finest chapter. The final album carried the promise most clearly. We will meet again, the most sincerely of the last words in the musical tradition. We will meet again, the finest mission of the artist to the listener across the time. We will meet again, the most sublime. We will meet again, final promising always. The finest farewell was the one that promised the return. We will meet again.
Sugar Plum Trio night, the sweetness in the swing. Sugar Plum Trio night, the finest rain of the confection under jazz as one. this norm. Sugar in the jazz trio is the most unexpected. Sugar in the jazz trio, most corrected of the assumptions about what jazz can be. Sugar Plum Trio Night, the finest free. Evans at his most playful in the verve tradition. Sugar Plum Trio Night, the finest vision of the whimsical and the serious art here. Sugar Plum Trio Night, the most sincere playfulness the piano ever expressed. Sugar Plum Trio Night, the finest blast. Sugar Plum Trio Night, sweet swinging. The finest sweetness was always the unexpected one. Sugar Plum Trio
Like someone in love trio, the symptoms in the keys. Like someone in love trio, the finest breeze of the recognized condition in the music here. Like someone in love trio, the atmosphere of the diagnosed romantic in the jazz form. Like someone in love trio, the finest born. Like someone in love trio, the piano diagnosis. Like someone in love trio, the finest poses of the recognizable romantic condition. Like someone in love trio, the finest vision. Being like someone in love is the finest condition. Being like someone in love, the finest mission of the music to recognize and celebrate. Like someone in love trio, before too late. The trio understanding the condition most completely. Like someone in love trio, the most neatly of the romantic standard at its most true. Like someone in love trio, me and you, in the space of the recognized and the felt. Like someone in love trio,
conversation of the three. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest free of the musicians talking through their instruments. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest dance in the silence between the notes shared here. Triple T Trio Interplay, the atmosphere. Triple T Trio Interplay, listen to them speak. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest seek of the musical dialogue and the trio form. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest born. Interplay in the trio is the finest conversation. Interplay in the trio, the finest station of the musical dialogue at its most complete. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest beat. The Interplay album held the conversation best. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest test of the three voices finding common ground. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest sound of the musical democracy in the trio form. Triple T Trio Interplay, the finest norm. Triple T Trio Interplay, conversing three voices. The finest conversation happen between instruments. Triple T Trio Interplay. Detour ahead, romance. The road takes the long way. Detour ahead, romance. The finest day is the one that takes the unexpected turn. Detour ahead, romance. The finest urn of the beautiful by going the wrong way. Detour ahead, romance, the finest way. Detour ahead, romance, the unexpected road. Detour ahead, romance, the finest ode to the discovery of the not planned. Detour ahead, romance, the finest land. Detours and romance are the most beautiful roots. Detours and romance, the finest fruits of the unintended and the accidentally found. Detour ahead, romance, the finest sound. Portrait and jazz held the romance at its purest. Detour ahead, romance, the most tourist of the heart that wanders into the beautiful. Detour ahead, romance, most dutiful of the unknown. must believe in spring, the finest prism of the hopeful delivered in the minor key. You must believe in spring, the finest free of the sad and the hopeful as one thing. You must believe in spring, the finest ring. You must believe in spring when winter holds. You must believe in spring, the finest golds of the season promised in the darkest time. You must believe in spring, most sublime. Spring belief in the winter is the bravest stance. Spring belief in the winter, the finest chance of the hopeful over the evidential cold. You must believe in spring, the finest gold. Legrand wrote the hope that Evans made heartbreaking. You must believe in spring, the finest taking of the optimistic and delivering it as grief. You must believe in spring, the finest brief moment of the hopeful in the minor key. You must believe in spring, the finest free. You must believe in spring, hoping minor key. The finest optimism was the saddest one. You must believe in spring. Periscope tonight, the original composition swings. Periscope tonight, the finest rings of the self-composed in a swinging tradition. Periscope tonight, the finest vision of the pianist as the composer here. Periscope tonight, the atmosphere. Periscope tonight, the Evans original swings. Periscope tonight, the finest things of the composed and the improvised as one. Periscope tonight, beneath the sun. Original composition swing, the most authentically. Original composition, the most naturally. The personal and the musical as one. Periscope tonight, the finest done. Portrait in jazz carried the original most purely. Periscope tonight, the most In a sentimental mood, the Duke's most tender gift. In a sentimental mood, the finest lift of the sentimental over the analytical. In a sentimental mood, the most vertical rise of the feeling over the intellectual here. In a sentimental mood, the atmosphere. In a sentimental mood, the feeling takes over. In a sentimental mood, the finest drover of the emotional through the harmonic form. In a sentimental mood, the finest born. Sentimentality in jazz is the most honest. Sentimentality in jazz, the finest, fondest of the admitted and the unguarded expressed. In a sentimental mood, the finest blessed. Ellington wrote the sentiment that Evans honored. In a sentimental mood, the most conquered heart of the resistance to the feeling here. In a sentimental mood, the atmosphere of the fully felt and the honestly shown. In a sentimental mood, the finest known. In a sentimental mood, feeling, honoring Ellington. The finest sentiment was the one admitted completely. In a sentimental mood. unravel swing night.
What are you doing rest of your life, romance? What are you doing rest of your life, the finest chance of the invitation dressed in the most gentle form? What are you doing rest of your life, the finest born? Question of the romantic in the jazz tradition. What are you doing rest of your life, the finest vision? What are you doing rest of your life tonight? What are you doing rest of your life, the most bright of the questions
questions ask across the piano keys. What are you doing rest of your life? The finest breeze. Rest of life questions in jazz are the most romantic. Rest of life questions in jazz, the most frantic. Of the hopeful asked in the most gentle way. What are you doing rest of your life today? The Evans Trio made the question most beautiful here. What are you doing rest of your life? The atmosphere of the invitation over the walking bass below. What are you doing rest of your life? The finest glow of the romantic in the most understated form. What are you doing rest of your life? The finest born. What are you doing rest of your life? Asking gently. The finest invitation was the one asked over the piano. What are you doing rest of your life? Some other time tonight, the deferred and belonged. Some other time tonight, the finest wronged of the timing that prevents the meeting here. Some other time tonight, the atmosphere of the almost and the not yet as the song. Some other time tonight, where I belong. Some other time tonight, just when I need you. Some other time tonight, the finest view of the delayed and the patiently awaited. Some other time tonight, most elated. Other times in jazz are the most melancholy. Other times in jazz, the finest folly of the waiting for the moment to arrive. Some other time tonight, the finest thrive. Bernstein wrote the longing that Evans understood. Some other time tonight, as it should be played with the most delicate of touch. Some other time tonight, needing it too much of the deferred and the beautiful delay. Some melancholy, the season and the sadness. Spring is here, melancholy, the finest madness of the beautiful season and the absent love. Spring is here, melancholy, from above. The contradiction of the warm and the alone. Spring is here, melancholy, the finest known. Spring is here, melancholy, why doesn't my heart sing? Spring is here, melancholy, the finest ring of the seasonal and the emotional discord. Spring is here, melancholy, the finest word. Spring melancholy is the most beautiful sadness. Spring melancholy, the finest gladness of the season that should heal, but only remind. Spring is here, melancholy, the finest kinds. Rogers and Hart wrote the contradiction, Evans understood. Spring is here, melancholy, as it should be played with the awareness of the alone. Spring is here, melancholy, the finest known. Paradox of the beautiful arriving without the love. Spring is here, melancholy, from above. Spring is here, melancholy, beautiful, sad, alone. The finest spring was the saddest one.